English is just another planet that you're trying to navigate. The word makes sense in your head, but at the moment when you try to speak, it feels like your tongue is on strike. Today, we are diving into one of those most universal struggles for English learners, the fear of speaking. Even if you understand English perfectly, finding the confidence to speak can be a challenge. Don't worry. By the end of the session, you'll be equipped with the practical tips and mindset to turn your fear into fluency. In this video, I'll tell you about 7 practical steps like understanding the root of your fear, the role of confidence in language learning, practical exercises to build speaking skills, finding and creating a supportive environment, afterwards embracing mistakes as a learning opportunity, techniques to practice speaking alone, and real life stories to overcoming the fear. Let's try to understand the first thing, which is understanding the root of your fear. Imagine you are in a party and suddenly someone asks you questions in English. You feel like your head rests, your palm gets sweaty. Before you know it, you are just smiling awkwardly, hoping to to swallow you up. Sounds familiar? Let's start by acknowledging the fear of speaking English. It's not just about language. It's often about the fear of being judged. Most of people feel that they'll make mistakes and those around them will laugh, think less of them. Now here's the truth: everyone makes mistakes and no one gives a shit about anyone. Even native speakers do it. Now, understanding that your fear is about perception of the reality that you think of yourself. It's the first step of overcoming it. Remember, if you say something wrong, you won't be, vanished to an island of bad English. Trust me, that island doesn't exist yet. Now, let's see the role of confidence in language learning. Let's take a trip down to a memory lane. Think about when you first learned to ride a bike or bicycle. The first time, you probably, bobbled up, or maybe you've even fallen down. But each attempt has given you motivation to, rise up and again do the same thing. You got better. Speaking English is just like that. Confidence is the key. When you feel good about yourself, you're likely to take the risk. You're gonna speak anything that comes to mind. If you're not feeling good about yourself, you won't speak at all. Like speaking in a language you're still mastering. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. Now, confidence is like muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Now, how to build confidence incrementally? The importance of positive talk and celebrating small victories can help you. Think of confidence as your best friend. It's always got your back, but when you trip over your words. Practical exercises that you need to know in order to build speaking skills. Have you ever tried to bake a cake without a recipe? It's disaster going to be happen, right? Speaking English is without a practice, it's pretty much the same. Now, practice doesn't make perfect; it makes progress. Now, let's dive into some exercises that you can help yourself to build your speaking skills, even if you are flying solo. Use shadowing technique. Listen to a native speaker and try to mimic their pronunciation and rhythm. Mirror practice can help you, like stand in front of a mirror and have a conversation with yourself. Yes, it sounds silly. It really sounds, but it works. Recording yourself. Record yourself speaking on various topics and then listen back and identify the areas of improvement. Just think of yourself as a celebrity practicing for an interview in front of a mirror. Who knows? One day you might be. Now, finding and creating a supportive environment. Imagine you're trying to grow a plant into a desert. It's tough, isn't it? So now imagine that plant into a lush garden. A big difference. The environment that you are in plays a crucial role into a comforting you. Now, surrounding yourself with supportive people who encourage you rather than judge you. It's like placing a plant into a garden. It thrives. Join English language groups. Find a group, online group or offline group that helps you to get rid of your hesitation and let you practice. Language exchange programs can help you pair up with someone who wants to learn English just like you and then do your conversation exchange in English. Supportive friends can help you, like engage with a friend who motivate you or appreciate your efforts. Think of your support group as your personal cheerleading squad. Now, minus the issues and plus the encouragement. Now, embracing mistakes as learning opportunities. Picture this. you are in a cooking class, you accidentally put salt into your sugar instead of your cake. Now sure, it's not what you expected, but it happened, and you cannot do it. You cannot rewind it has already taken place. Mistakes aren't failures. They are like stepping stones for success. Now, when you're learning English, it's crucial to change your perception on a mistake. Now, each one is the opportunity to learn. The more you learn, soon enough, your mistakes will become fewer and further between. Common mistakes, highlight some common mistakes and how to correct them. Show how to analyze a mistake and learn it. Understand that native speakers as well, like they also make the same mistakes that you make, but they don't feel bad about themselves. It's about your personality, your perception towards yourself that you have, that make you feel like you can't do it. Stop this. Just get rid of it. Tell yourself every time that you could do it. And when you say it and your brain starts believing that your perception has changed, it will really act the way how you want it to act. Let's know the techniques of practicing speaking English alone. Ever felt like star of your own movie while walking down the street? We all do it. Sitting in the class, watching the boring teacher, rather than knowing the concepts that teacher is teaching. We were in our own imagination. We were our own heroes. We were imagining, what if fan falls down upon someone? How am I going to be a Superman in order to save them? What if a terrorist attack happens into this organization, and in what way am I going to save this? Everyone has done this imagination in their classes. So you actually are a hero in your life, don't worry. But practicing alone can incredibly effective, especially when you are too shy to speak in front of others. Let's hear are some techniques that you can use in order to practice speaking English by yourself. Imagine different scenarios like ordering food or asking for directions, or play both parts and act like you're into a conversation. You're just having conversation with someone who is standing in front of you, and become the person who is standing in front of you. Like, change your places and have conversation with yourself. It seems funny, but you have to do it. Picture yourself or an object and create a story around it, and narrating into English. Imagine an island and then see what are there, like water, trees are there, it's really dense, animals I can see around it, I can see sky, it might rain afterward. Just imagine something and just talk about it. Just do it. Daily journaling can help you write an audio journal, what you did the whole day, how did you feel the whole day. Did you have a good day? Like, have a conversation to yourself. Just don't be surprised if someone catches you in mid of your own conversation that you're doing in your room. You might be called a ghost. Real life scenarios of overcoming fear. Let me tell you about a friend of mine. Let's call him John. Now, who used to freeze up at